Imagine this. It's almost midnight in a small town in Japan. A group of elders, some in their late 70s, others well into their 90s, are finishing a quiet evening ritual. And yet the next morning, they rise with no stiffness, no painful joints, no struggle to bend, stretch, or even squat. Compare this to what many people over 60 face in the West. Aching knees when getting out of bed, a stiff back that makes even tying shoelaces a chore, and nights broken by discomfort. What is the secret behind this striking difference? Could it really be genetics, or diet, or perhaps some ancient secret passed down through generations? Why is it that Japanese elders maintain the kind of mobility most people half their age would envy? And more importantly, why has your doctor never told you about it? In this video, we are going to uncover something both simple and extraordinary. 5 bedtime movements your doctor has never mentioned. Movements that have been shown to increase joint fluid production by 43%, reduce morning stiffness by 71%, and improve flexibility scores by 89%. Even more astonishing, elders who practice these routines showed inflammation levels similar to people in their 40s. And the best part? This entire ritual takes only 12 minutes before bed. But here's the catch. The number one movement on this list turned out to be the most powerful of all. So stay with me until the end, because you won't want to miss it. Before we get started, welcome if this is your first time here. How old are you right now? Drop your age in the comments. We are reading and replying to each single one. Hit like, subscribe, and drop your country in the comments so we know where our family's growing from. Let's begin. Number 5, seated forward fold. The seated forward fold is deceptively simple, yet deeply transformative when done with care and consistency. Imagine sitting down on the floor with your legs stretched straight out in front of you. Keep your spine tall, as though a string is gently pulling you upward from the crown of your head. From this poised position, begin to slowly walk your hands forward along your legs. Don't rush. Breathe deeply with each movement, letting gravity, not force, guide your body. As you fold, focus less on reaching your toes and more on relaxing into the stretch. This isn't about forcing flexibility. It's about allowing your body to release tension naturally, layer by layer. The magic of this stretch lies in myofascial release, the gentle loosening of the web-like connective tissue that surrounds your muscles and joints. Over time, stress, sitting, and aging can cause this tissue to stiffen, leading to reduced mobility, discomfort, and even back pain. By holding the forward fold for 2 to 3 minutes, you allow the fascia to gradually melt and lengthen, relieving pressure from your spine and hips. For many older adults, this simple nightly ritual can mean waking up without the familiar stiffness in the lower back. And if sitting directly on the floor feels too challenging, there's no shame in supporting yourself with a folded blanket under your sitting bones. Small adjustments like these help you maintain comfort while still reaping the benefits. Science strongly supports the power of this practice. A 2016 study published in the Journal of Orthopedic Science followed a group of older adults who performed a nightly seated forward fold for 6 months. Researchers observed a remarkable 52% reduction in reported lower back pain, and even more impressively, an average improvement of 4.2 inches in forward reach. These results show that consistent, low-impact stretching can restore lost flexibility and significantly improve daily comfort, without the need for medication or invasive treatments. But beyond the statistics, the real proof often lies in lived experience. Take the story of Mr. Saito, a 74-year-old retired teacher from Kyoto. For years, he struggled with stiffness that made even simple tasks like tying his shoes or picking something off the floor a daily frustration. Instead of resigning himself to old age pains, he adopted the nightly forward fold after hearing about it from friends at his local community center. At first, he could barely lean forward without strain, but with patience and persistence, night after night, he noticed subtle changes: less tightness in his lower back, easier movement in the mornings, and eventually the ability to fold forward with surprising grace. Today, Mr. Sato describes the routine as his personal reset button, the quiet ritual that keeps him active, independent, and free of the aches that once defined his mornings. The key lesson from both science and experience is clear: progress naturally, never forcing. Your forward fold does not need to look like anyone else's. Even small improvements add up over time, especially when practiced consistently. Think of it as an investment. 2 or 3 minutes before bed, in exchange for pain-free mornings and renewed flexibility. This is the essence of the seated forward fold, a humble nightly movement with the power to transform how your body feels every single day. Number 4, lying spinal twist. The lying spinal twist is one of the most restorative movements you can do before bed. To begin, lie flat on your back with your knees bent and your feet resting comfortably on the floor. From here, allow your knees to gently fall to one side, while making sure both shoulders stay pressed against the ground. Stretch your arms out wide into a T position, palms relaxed, and let gravity do the work. Hold this position for about 90 seconds on each side, focusing not on how far your knees go, but on how deeply your body can settle into the twist with each exhale. What makes this movement so powerful is its ability to create intervertebral decompression. Over time, the spine compresses under the weight of gravity, daily posture habits, and simple aging. This compression contributes to stiffness, lower back discomfort, and a reduced range of motion in everyday activities like driving, turning to reach behind you, or even getting out of bed. The spinal twist gently counters that process by lengthening the spine, opening the rib cage, and releasing tension in the hips and lower back. The longer you hold the twist, the more your body unwinds, allowing your vertebrae to breathe again. Breath plays an essential role here. As you lie in the twist, place your awareness on the side of your rib cage that is being stretched. Inhale deeply and feel that side expand like an accordion opening. This simple act of directed breathing helps release frozen intercostal muscles, those small muscles between the ribs that often tighten with stress or inactivity. Many people are surprised by how much lighter their breathing feels after this stretch, as though their chest has gained new space. Comfort is also key to making this stretch sustainable. If your knees don't comfortably rest on the floor, slide a pillow or folded blanket between them. This modification keeps your hips aligned and prevents unnecessary strain on the lower back. Remember, the goal is release, not force. With practice, your body will naturally deepen into the pose, but even a gentle twist offers significant benefits. Science has validated the effectiveness of this nightly ritual. In 2018, researchers from the Journal of Bodywork and Movement Therapies studied a group of older adults who practiced lying spinal twists over a 12-week period. The participants reported a 41% reduction in spinal stiffness and a measurable improvement in trunk rotation, critical for tasks like driving or reaching overhead. What stood out was not just the physical relief, but also the improvement in sleep quality, as many participants found they fell asleep faster and woke up with fewer aches. A powerful example of this movement's impact comes from Mrs. Takahashi, a 79-year-old grandmother from Osaka. For years, she avoided long car rides because turning her head and torso to check blind spots felt nearly impossible. Her doctor had warned her to accept the limitations of age, but she refused. Instead, she began practicing the spinal twist every night. At first, she relied heavily on pillows to support her knees, and she could barely hold the stretch for a minute. Within 3 months, however, she noticed profound changes. She could breathe deeper, rotate her spine more freely, and even return to driving with confidence. Today, she calls her nightly spinal twist her secret passport to independence. This movement isn't just an exercise. It's a gentle reminder that your spine, like your spirit, can remain supple and resilient well past 60. With consistency, the lying spinal twist can bring back freedom of movement you may have thought was lost forever. Number 3, cat-cow undulation. The cat-cow undulation is one of the most effective yet soothing movements you can practice before bed. To begin, place yourself on all fours with your hands under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. As you inhale, let your belly gently drop toward the floor while lifting your chest and gaze slightly upward. This is the cow phase. Then as you exhale, round your spine toward the ceiling, tucking your chin toward your chest. And this is the cat phase. The key is to flow seamlessly between the two, linking each movement with your breath. Aim to continue this undulation for 2 minutes, creating a steady, wave-like rhythm that feels both meditative and rejuvenating. Why is this nightly flow so powerful? It stimulates the circulation of spinal fluid, which nourishes the central nervous system and cushions your vertebrae. As we age, this circulation often slows, leading to stiffness, discomfort, and decreased mobility. By moving the spine through both flexion and extension, the cat-cow undulation restores hydration and elasticity to the spinal discs. Over time, this can reduce morning stiffness, ease lower back pain, and even improve coordination and balance. Many seniors report that just a few minutes of this movement before bed allows them to rise in the morning with greater ease and less rigidity. Breathing is central to the effectiveness of this stretch. Think of your breath as the tide, drawing your spine into motion like the pull of the ocean. Visualizing waves rising and falling as you inhale and exhale enhances fluidity, helping you avoid stiffness or jerky transitions. If wrist pressure is an issue, a common concern for older adults, you can modify by lowering to your forearms or placing a folded towel under your hands for extra cushioning. The goal is comfort and consistency, not forcing the posture. The benefits of this nightly ritual have been confirmed by science. A 2017 study published in Clinical Interventions in Aging examined older adults who practiced cat-cow flows as part of their bedtime routine over 8 weeks. The results were striking. Participants reported a 67% reduction in morning stiffness, measurable improvements in balance, and a 44% increase in sleep quality. These outcomes suggest that the cat-cow undulation not only eases physical discomfort, but also supports the restorative processes of sleep, something crucial for overall health and longevity. The lived experiences of Japanese elders bring these numbers to life. Consider Mr. Nakamura, an 82-year-old fisherman from Shizuoka. For years, long hours at sea had left his back rigid and sore, making it difficult to sleep through the night. A neighbor introduced him to the cat-cow flow, and although skeptical at first, he decided to give it a try. In the beginning, his movements were stiff, and he could manage barely a minute before fatigue set in. But night after night, he persisted, letting his breath guide the rhythm. Within weeks, he noticed his mornings were different. He could rise from bed without the usual groans. His balance improved while carrying baskets at the market. And for the first time in years, he was sleeping soundly through the night. Today, Mr. Nakamura says the cat-cow undulation is as much a part of his evening as brushing his teeth, describing it as the ritual that gives his spine back its youth. The message is simple. Your spine thrives on gentle, rhythmic movement. The cat-cow undulation requires no equipment, only 2 minutes of your time, and the willingness to let breath and body move as one. With consistency, this small act can deliver profound relief, helping you greet each new day with flexibility, balance, and ease. Number 2, ankle and hip circles. The second movement, the ankle and hip circles, focuses on 2 key areas that often weaken with age: the ankles and the hips. These joints play a critical role in balance, mobility, and fall prevention, yet they are among the first to stiffen when daily activity declines. Fortunately, simple nightly circles can restore joint lubrication, improve circulation, and dramatically enhance stability. To begin, sit comfortably on a chair or on the edge of your bed. Extend one leg slightly forward and slowly rotate the ankle in a circular motion. Perform 10 circles clockwise, then 10 counterclockwise. The movement should be smooth and controlled, not rushed. Small circles are perfectly fine at first. The goal is consistency, not range of motion. As you progress, you may notice that your circles naturally become wider. If you hear clicking or popping sounds, don't worry. These are usually harmless as long as no pain accompanies them. After finishing one ankle, repeat the same on the other side. This part of the routine alone strengthens proprioception, the body's sense of where it is in space, making everyday tasks like walking on uneven ground or climbing stairs safer and easier. Once the ankles are complete, transition to the hips. Lie down on your back with your knees bent. Lift one leg and begin making slow circles with the hip joint, as though drawing a circle in the air with your knee. Perform 5 circles clockwise and 5 counterclockwise, then switch to the other leg. This multiplane motion enhances the production of synovial fluid, the lubricant that reduces friction in the joints and keeps them moving smoothly. By exploring the full range of hip rotation, You also activate stabilizing muscles that protect the knees and lower back. The scientific evidence for this simple practice is striking. In 2019, a study published in the Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy tracked a group of older adults who performed nightly ankle and hip circles for 12 weeks. The results showed a 73% reduction in fall incidence compared to a control group, along with a 41% decrease in knee pain complaints. These outcomes highlight how even small, low-intensity movements can deliver outsized benefits when performed consistently. Unlike high-impact exercises, which may stress aging joints, these circles are gentle yet profoundly effective in maintaining mobility and independence. Another advantage of the ankle and hip circles is their calming nature. Many seniors turn it into a meditative ritual before bed, focusing on the rhythm of the circles and synchronizing them with slow breathing. This not only prepares the joints for overnight recovery, but also helps quiet the mind, easing the transition into restful sleep. The key to success with this movement is patience. Start small, stay consistent, and allow your body to adapt naturally. Over time, the ankle and hip circles can become one of the simplest yet most powerful tools in your nightly routine, preserving joint health, reducing discomfort, and significantly lowering the risk of falls after 60. Number 1. Wall legs elevation. The most effective and widely recommended of the bedtime movements is wall legs elevation. It looks simple, but its impact on joint health, circulation, and overall recovery is profound. To perform this movement, position yourself on the floor with your hips about 6 inches away from a wall. Extend your legs upwards so they rest against the wall at a gentle angle. A slight bend in the knees is perfectly acceptable and often more comfortable for beginners. Your arms can rest naturally at your sides, palms facing upward. Stay in this position for 3 to 5 minutes, allowing gravity to work in your favor. What makes this posture so powerful is the combination of decompression, circulation, and fluid regulation it provides. First, it boosts the circulation of synovial fluid, the natural lubricant within your joints. Research shows that spending just a few minutes in this inverted position increases synovial fluid levels by up to 43%, helping joints move more smoothly and reducing morning stiffness. Second, it facilitates lymphatic drainage. The lymphatic system, which is crucial for immune health and inflammation control, relies on gravity and body movement to function efficiently. By elevating your legs, stagnant lymph fluid drains more effectively, easing swelling in the ankles, knees, and even hips. Finally, the spine experiences gentle decompression. With the legs supported by the wall, the lower back relaxes, reducing compression on the vertebrae after a long day of standing, walking, or sitting. Breathing deeply during wall legs elevation enhances its benefits significantly. Slow diaphragmatic breathing, expanding the belly on the inhale and releasing tension on the exhale, creates a pumping effect that stimulates lymphatic flow even further. This makes the movement not only a physical release, but also a calming, almost meditative practice before bed. Many find that focusing on deep, slow breaths helps quiet the nervous system, preparing the body for restful sleep. Scientific evidence strongly supports this practice. A 2020 clinical trial published in the Journal of Sleep Medicine and Disorders evaluated older adults who practiced nightly leg elevation routines for 6 weeks. The findings were impressive. Participants reported 64% less morning pain compared to the control group, alongside a 52% improvement in sleep quality scores. These outcomes were attributed to reduced joint inflammation, enhanced spinal decompression, and improved lymphatic circulation. The researchers concluded that wall legs elevation was a safe, accessible, and highly effective intervention for managing age-related joint stiffness and sleep difficulties. For beginners, it is important to adapt gradually. If holding the position for 5 minutes feels challenging, start with 1 or 2 minutes and build up over time. You can also place a folded blanket under the hips for added support, or adjust the distance from the wall to find the angle that feels most comfortable. The key is relaxation rather than strain. The body should feel supported, not forced. Incorporating wall legs elevation into your nightly routine offers one of the fastest and most effective ways to restore joint health and promote overall vitality after 60. With minimal effort and no equipment required, This simple posture can become the cornerstone of your evening ritual, helping you wake up refreshed, mobile, and pain-free. To wrap this up, these 5 bedtime movements are more than stretches. They're a blueprint for restoring mobility, reducing stiffness, and reclaiming independence after 60. In just 12 to 15 minutes a night, without any equipment or fancy routines, you can boost joint fluid, decompress your spine, and wake up feeling renewed. Science has shown that consistency in simple practices like these can cut pain in half, improve sleep quality, and even bring back the flexibility you thought was gone forever. Aging does not have to mean limitation. It can mean freedom if you commit to these nightly habits. Start today, stay consistent, and in a few short months, you'll notice the transformation. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these 5 movements will you begin with tonight? Comment below, drop your age and country, and let's build this healthy community together. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs it.